Cancel.
Schweezy.
Oh, this is from XBiz. The Bible challenged in Utah for explicit sexual content.
That's rough, buddy.
Utah parent is challenging the arbitrary expansive nature of the state's legal redefinition of pornography by flagging the Bible in an official complaint for its numerous instances of sexual content, calling it one of the most sex-ridden books around. The parents asked their Davis County school districts to review the Bible for inappropriate content, the Salt Lake City Tribune reported without identifying the complaint. Incest, onanism, bestiality, prostitution, genital mutilation, fellatio, dildos, rape, and even infanticides, the parents wrote on December 11, 2022. You'll no doubt find that the Bible under Utah Code and 76101227 has no serious values for minors because it's pornographic by our new definition. As XBiz reported, HB 374 state legislation cites that Utah Code and 76-10-1227 was passed in 2022 and bans books containing pornographic or indecent content from Utah schools and libraries. A school district committee has been appointed to review the Bible, and although it should typically have issued a decision by early February, it has been delayed by a backlog. Utah parents have ramped up their challenges of books they consider pornographic or obscene, slowing down the review process. We don't differentiate between one request and another, a school district spokesperson told the Tribune. We see that as the work that we do. The parents, the paper reported, attached to their request an 8-page list of passages from the Bible that they found to be offensive and worth reviewing, including content involving sex, alcohol, nudity, rape, and incest. Get this porn out of our school, the complaint urged. If the books that have been banned so far are any indication for way lesser offenses, this should be a slam dunk. According to the state's attorney, who acted in tandem with right-wing lobby Utah Parents United, those assessing the suspected material do not have to follow the taken as a whole provision established in 1973 by the Miller test, which differentiates between obscenity and First Amendment protected pornography. According to the new censorship rule, the challenged books also may not be left on library shelves during a review. If there is a scene involving any of those acts, it should be immediately removed, the Salt Lake City Tribune reported. Okay, so this is fucking hilarious because, like, honestly, I think there's worse things in the Bible than the list. Was it the list they gave me? Which one? I like the second one more, but you know, it's like fucking bestiality. Yeah. That's a genital mutilation. Yeah, it's fellatio. That was my favorite. Like, as fellatio, and that, like, dude, was it Songs of Solomon? That dude. Why did the Christians decide to put a whole book of just sex poems in the Bible? Like, you know, and I get, like, there's like the book of Thomas and the book of George Costanza and Chronicles of Narnia. Like, those aren't in the Bible. And then, you know, the Mormons add in, the Catholics have some other stuff too. All of that and stuff like that. So they have that, like, that stuff. Anyways, why, like, you know, I get, like, some books are, like, you know, obviously telling the story. So, you know, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, believe those are like those are the Torah, right? I know at least most of them. Majority of them are the Torah. And so, like, they had that. They're like, okay, we'll keep that because Jesus was a Jew. Then he had a lot of prophets and shit like that. You know, like that. And he had the story of King David, and Saul, you know, and Solomon and shit like that. And then they just put a book about, like, you know, in Psalms, those were like poems written by David, like, but like Solomon's sex poems. Like, we really need does that, like, you know, it kind of takes you out of the Bible for a second. When you hear, you know, just hearing a dude's sex, it's like looking at a guy's sex playlist, you know? And it's like, I can listen to these songs, but then I knew you were fucking to them, so, you know, it's weird. And then we have, what was my next point? Okay, I had another point. My favorite verse in the Bible. Ezekiel 23:20. She lusted for the lechers of Egypt, whose members are like those of donkeys, whose thrusts are like those of stallions. Just fucking cool
stuff, slick stuff, neat stuff.
It's that's the reason. We just decided to put it in the Bible. You know, we're talking about weird sex stories. Like, why do we put sex stories in the Bible? Like, and then we have Sunday school. We help kids learn and love Jesus in the Bible. But they're not allowed to know about a lot of the stuff in the Bible yet. So we're indoctrination, a.k.a. we're just a cult. So that's cool. And then I just love the idea at schools because, like, there's been so many book bans and stuff like that. But now it's like, you know, the reason, you know, and then they're giving all these reasons why specific A, B, C book needs to be banned. And then they're like, you know, the Bible has this stuff in it. And if we can't have fucking Mouse, a graphic novel about mice in the Holocaust, then I don't think it's appropriate to be reading someone's sex poems in school. And I do get for a lot of things, like, it's weird with like storytelling and shit like that. So like that stuff's gonna have sex in it because I'm good at sex, you're bad at sex, I'm good at sex. Next Schweezy album coming out for you. Yeah, so it's like weird like that, but then you have art and you're like, you know, some of these people were getting down, so wrote this to get down. So a little yin yang and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, sometimes I accidentally say fuck around kids or like, it's like, don't say fuck around high school. It's like, they're saying this shit already. They're saying up words I don't even understand. Like, I said hit the gritty and then I learned what the dance was to kids. So should the Bible be in schools? I would say the Bible shouldn't be in schools. And I would say to anyone who has to swear on something, swear on a VHS copy of Shrek. Because that honestly has done more in my life, helped good in my life than Jesus Christ. So pray to Shrek, don't pray to God. And keep the Bible out of school. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you for watching this clip. Watch it again